Join me as I examine the tragic death of Areline Martinez, who was a 20-year-old social media influencer based out of Mexico. Located in the colony of Rigoberto Quiroz in Villa Juarez, Chihuahua, nestled into one of the corners of the small county, sits a ranch where Areline's body would be found. First responders would describe the scene of a kidnapping turned murder. Martinez laid in a pool of blood with her hands tied behind her back. The shooting occurred while a group of friends recorded a music video in a small ranch located in Villa Juarez. One of the men that appeared in the video knew the caretaker of the ranch where they were recording at. With the caretaker's permission, the group had the entire grounds to use as their own private stage. Areline would be tragically shot in the head with a .45 caliber handgun while trying to record a TikTok video. In the brief video shown, 5 men can be seen with Areline acting out a cartel-style kidnapping. One of her friends even played as the victim, as she did as well. Laughter can be heard as some of the men pretend to manhandle the victims. Later, all of the participants seen in the video would flee after the shooting of Martinez. The caretaker stated that he noticed the men brandishing what looked like a weapon, but thought nothing of it, as it seemed like some sort of prop they had for the video. He left after a while of watching as they set up and acted out the first scenes. Off to sleep, the caretaker would stop, dead on his tracks, as he heard a shot fired only minutes after entering his resting quarters. Soon after hearing the loud bang of a handgun, the caretaker went outside as he had not agreed to any firearms being discharged on the property. As the caretaker breached the door leading to the area where the group was positioned moments before, he noticed the men jumping into an SUV and fleeing from the scene. He found the body of Areline Martinez with her hands tied behind her back and a pool of blood surrounding her. Areline would be pronounced dead at the scene. Only a few days had passed when the authorities were able to identify the alleged group of friends. Using social media, they were quickly able to narrow down to a few suspects. It was later found out that Areline's friends were in shock after what happened, and as they began to panic, they thought the only option was to flee from the scene. The men would end up leaving Martinez that night, although not before anonymously signaling to authorities that a major incident had occurred, which required an ambulance. After knowledge of the tragic death spread throughout social media, friends and family gave their final goodbye in a quiet funeral reception located within the same county as the farm which Areline drastically died at. Areline was expected to have a big party for her birthday where she would turn 21 on October 13th of 2020, not even half a month before she passed away. Martinez would leave behind a loving family and a 1-year-old daughter. Her many fans would also express their feelings to her as they made tributes and wrote supporting comments on her social media threads. One of her friends went on to make a cover song where he replaced some of the words to the original in reflection of Areline. In his edition of the Spanish song, he states that today a great woman leaves us, and not to worry, that they will always be with her. So much potential with such a tragic end. Please stay safe and vigilant out there. That's it for this one. If you feel like supporting me and my channel, Abiotic, do so by commenting, liking, and subscribing if you haven't already.